I got an email from a longtime listener, actually somebody who works at justcoffee.coop, who's been listening to the program for years, actually prior to the program, Break Room Live days. And
Wow.
he said, he said this is, he was just raising the issue of just sort of how, in some ways, stunning it's been that the model that we have come to understand of the last 2 years of a presidency is sort of being flipped on its head with how aggressive President Obama has been in a couple of areas, and what's happening like this. We've already talked about plenty of the deal he cut with China, the new situation with Cuba, the Extended Dream Act, the deferred deportation, net neutrality, there's been a series of things. We're only 2 months out from the election.
I told you that there was a campaign that I was working on, which was getting him to sign a higher overtime pay, updating that, and now it's looking like even if he doesn't do the exact amount we were asking for, it's going to go up something like 2.5 times from where it is now, which is a huge increase. It's not a done deal yet, but certainly there are a lot of senators pressuring him, and obviously the budget he came out with, and I'm not saying it's perfect, and there's TPP still hanging around there.
Right.
Yes, a lot of this stuff has been aggressive. It's been in your face. That his tone has been that. It's great because, you've got this conventional wisdom that only lives as long as people are willing to sit there and respect it, no matter how stupid it is.
Well, the latest thing,
whole lame duck presidency thing that you can't do anything in your last 2 years when there is so much power on the foreign policy stage, when there's executive orders, there's appointments, there's a lot you can do. And it's good, at least, whatever past criticisms, to see him doing all of this.
What's also amazing is that the pushback we're seeing on Netanyahu. I mean, this isn't, this is more of the president and the administration basically saying, we're not going to get rolled. And we're not going to get rolled by the Republicans. We're not going to get rolled by Netanyahu. And coming out, again, I think in many respects, Obama feels somewhat freed by not having to run again. And so when Boehner made this deal with Netanyahu to come and speak to Congress in an attempt to scuttle essentially the Iran negotiations without telling the administration could have basically just kept quiet. And, you would have seen a couple of stories like, we're upset, but we're not going to say anything publicly. That's not what happened. It emboldened the Democrats even. And
Democrats
now,
who might have supported that bad legislation have come out and said they won't. A number of Democrats are now saying they will not go to the speech.
This morning, Reuters reports that a senior Israeli official says that it appears that the Speaker of Congress made a move in which we trusted, but which it ultimately became clear was one-sided move and not a move by both sides. In other words,
poor Johnny's being thrown under the bus.
Yes, by the Israelis, of all people.
I know. Yeah, he may want to check the locks on his windows for the Mossad showing up sometime soon.